everybody, Mr. Theophilus back with you for a very quick video, just kind of in preparation for the rollout of work coming up very soon. Obviously, I already posted the work, but we start tomorrow with our first official distance learning day. So a couple little updates of information, and then maybe some minor guidance in that. Obviously, our first official big assignment in distance learning is related To Kill a Mockingbird, and I had a couple little very minor things about it that I thought were of interest that I would share with you that I didn't already. One of them I just learned myself. The first of which is that the book does have a sequel. People often ask, does this book have a sequel? Though I don't think it needs a sequel, it does have a sequel. The sequel is called Go Set a Watchman. It's written by Harper Lee. It was only the second book she wrote, and it was published very, 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 very late in her life, right before she passed away just a few years ago. And it betrays a lot of the early stuff from the book. Like some people say that it kind of goes against all the stuff that she previously mentioned. There's some things related to, so Dill's not mentioned really. Scout's grown and has another partner. Atticus is like kind of racist. Very strange things going on. If you're interested, you could just read a synopsis of it, or you could read the book. Feel free. But some people have argued that it was published in an effort to make money off of a dying woman, really. The other thing I thought was interesting, and by interesting I mean very minorly, I was watching like the news, and sometimes you can't tell the difference between the news and like just stuff that's meant to entertain you, but that's not really news. Like difference, of course, would be like things that have happened in the city that you live in relation to political, police, safety, guidance, things like that, and then like celebrity gossip. So I was watching the news and it had some celebrity gossip, and it talked about Billie Eilish, who I don't really know much about. I've heard a couple of her songs. They don't do too much for me. But she adopted two dogs, and she named them Maudie and Jem. And when I heard that, folks, boy howdy, was I excited and entertained, because I thought, man, she liked that book so much. She named the dogs after it. She probably the last year of high school she went to was probably the year you're currently in. So I thought that was cool and interesting. Other thing I thought I'd mention, I don't know if you noticed or saw, I don't know if you have it, Hulu just added the film Parasite for free. It actually added a whole bunch of films from that director, who's really awesome. But I've talked about Parasite a lot. If your parents think it's okay for you to watch, I recommend you watching it. Okay. Other than that, before we jump into the stuff, we have a whole bunch of birthdays this week. Coming up on Tuesday the 14th, we have Myhan's birthday. Happy birthday, Myhan. On Thursday the 16th, we have Jerry's and Monica's birthday buddies there. And then on Saturday the 18th, we have Dakota's birthday. So a whole bunch of birthdays in a very short amount of time. And I won't talk to you, I won't have a video throughout all the time. So I want to say happy birthday to all those people. I hope you're celebrating it to the best of your ability in whatever quarantine or shutdown you are in. Okay. So the To Kill a Mockingbird essay, folks, you saw I posted a document with the last video. Double check it if you haven't. I can maybe make sure it's connected to this video as well. There are 5 prompts. Read through all of them. Pick the one that you think suits you the best, the one that you think you would be the most adept at analyzing, clarifying, and informing about. Now, you could also consider how your notes might support or give evidence to what you want to argue. So think about that. I would recommend, not necessarily push you to have to, you could use the GST format, General Specific Thesis format, for your introduction. I think that is something that I'm often looking for. That doesn't mean you get a better grade because you use it. I do think it's a good way to start in. Starting with a question, starting with a quote, that is GST. It's just sometimes can be a sloppier version of it. So if you're starting with a question, think about why. If you're starting with a quote, think about why. Or are you just doing it because you didn't know how else to start? Okay. Make sure that you're always connecting back to your thesis. That document has some guidance for you in terms of how to set it up, but your thesis is really the guiding principle for the whole thing, right? Your thesis is your argument. Your thesis is what you're trying to prove. So your topic sentences should connect back to your thesis. Your analysis in your body paragraphs towards the end of your body paragraph should connect to your thesis. And of course, your conclusion should support your thesis and talk about why this matters. What's the importance of it? How does it push further? How does it connect back to our reality? Or why is this something of importance to everyone, not just people who've read this book? Okay, that's everything. Try to get through it very quickly. This essay is going to be graded in the same exact way as previous written work. So previous essays, previous analysis paragraphs, graded in the same way. So nothing, not throwing you for a loop here. Same scoring guide. I appreciate everybody that sent me their To Kill a Mockingbird court case notes. Those are going to be graded in a very cursory form because really the thing about it that was hoping to happen was the performance, which I can't grade because you're not performing. Then the memes have been quite fun. I will create an album that puts all of them into one so that I won't attach your names if you're worried about it. And that way you can see everyone else's memes in the different classes and things like that. Some of them very, very funny. Many of them very entertaining, and I enjoyed them a lot. Tried to show them to my wife, and she doesn't remember To Kill a Mockingbird well enough for it to work, so I just was able to laugh by myself. Okay, that's everything, folks. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Hope you're going on a lot of walks. Been doing a lot of multi-hour walks. I will be available during our class time on B days, as you see, which are Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll also be available via email a lot of the time. If it's late at night and I don't get back to you, it's because I either didn't want to or I'm tired. And then I will definitely be available from 12 to 1 Monday through Friday, I believe, or maybe it's just Monday through Thursday. I'll be available. I'll post a Google Hangout if you want to try and chat. We'll see how that works, and we'll go from there. All right, this is a big adventure for all of us, and I hope it goes well. I'm sure there'll be growing pains, and we'll try and get better. All right, folks, please take care of yourself, and I will talk to you hopefully soon. Thinking it'll be fondly, not finally, fondly. All right, bye.